All right, today, welcome to learning how to make something really cool with a piece of paper and your two hands. Most everybody should have a piece of paper laying around, and hopefully everybody's got two hands. Honestly, I think this could be done with somebody that's got one hand. I think no hands might be a little bit of a challenge, but and if you don't have a piece of paper, you're a bit of a lost cause. So we're just going to assume that you will find a piece of paper at some point and be able to try this out. So before I really start, I want people to guess what it is that I'm going to create and make, with this piece of paper. That might give you, just the fact that it's a piece of paper, might give you a little bit of an idea of what's going on. But I just want to give a little bit of instruction. If you've got a piece of paper, follow along, grab it, and follow my instructions as we go. I think this is kind of cool, to be honest, and I think people really love it when I do this, so it is something kind of neat. So first off, I will kind of give away that this is a bit of origami. And origami usually starts with a square piece of paper. Now, this is a regular 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, which is not going to work, so we have to make it square. So the first thing I typically do when I start with something like this is I kind of fold the piece over, to the edges here, and I turn it into a nice little triangle, and eventually I kind of make this into a square. I like to rub my thumbnail against the edge because I find that turns around and helps kind of make it nice, and it just folds so much better and easier. So again, we're just going to turn around and fold this edge over. So if we want to make a square, we obviously have to take this piece off. So by folding it over like that and running your nail across it, it does help a lot. If need be, you can actually flip it over and do the same thing on this side, and it makes it a lot easier. Now, if you've got a pair of scissors or something sharp, you can always go that direction, but I like doing this just with a piece of paper and with my hands, and hopefully I don't screw up this part where I kind of rip the edge off. Again, it doesn't need to be perfect, but it's nice if it's got, some semblance of making it look nice. All right, so that's out of the way. A little bit of an edge on here, but I don't really care. That should be fine. So what we need to do is you need to fold it in both directions. And it's really important that you get this right. You got to take the top edge here. Because what we need to do is we need to pull this part out. A complicated part. A lot of, when I first started doing this, it was really a struggle to get these edges to work. Through. Now, anybody have an idea what this is at this point? Is it a ninja star? Is it an alligator? Bottom flap up. Now you probably have a little bit of an idea of what this is. I'm sure some of you have identified it as a paper crane. But it's more than a paper crane. This is a special paper crane. This is a flying paper crane. So if you hold at the bottom here, where my thumb is, kind of at the bottom here, this crease, and then if you grab the tail and carefully pull back, it's usually stiff the first time. Hopefully I don't rip it. You can see the wings kind of drop. And all of a sudden, you have a crane that actually flies. So, a little bit special. Let's see if you guys can see it better this way. My wing isn't working as well as I've had with some of them here, but that's kind of your paper crane, the flying paper crane. So, cool little thing that I learned many years ago. Something fun. Kids love it to death, to be honest, and they like to play with it. And obviously, if you use colored paper and stuff like that, it makes it even more special. So now you have the tools. I've given you the instruction. Now you can go out and do a bunch of these yourself. All right? Show me what you can do, guys. Have a good one.